What is going on, guys? This is your boy Gunner 2 times bringing you another video, and today we're going to be doing some feedback on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Lucky enough, I was flown out to Los Angeles to play this game fairly early, test the game, get some gameplay, and see the pros and cons of this game. Now, most of my feedback for Call of Duty Modern Warfare is mostly positive, and I know you guys is always like, nah, there gotta be some negative stuff. But honestly, when I played Call of Duty Modern Warfare, I wasn't trying to look forward to the negative. Like, I wasn't looking forward to glitches and bugs and stuff like that. Of course there was some, but it didn't impact me enough to really focus on it and completely drown out this video with complaints. The feedback that I do have for the game is strictly positive. Now, before I get into that, I want to talk about the no minimap issue. The no minimap issue is pretty big in the community right now because we've had a damn mini-map since forever, right? We always had a mini-map and a compass and stuff, but this time Infinity Ward decided to take out the mini-map and just have a compass at the top of the screen, like northwest 260, south, stuff like that. So when I actually played the game, I did catch myself looking to the top left to see a mini-map. I did. But then a couple games in, an hour in, I started looking at my compass. Now, you have to understand what I'm saying if you played the game, and most of you guys haven't played the game. And that's not just to brag, but I'm serious. When you play the game, you're gonna feel weird when you don't see a mini-map. But the compass is just like a mini-map. As you can see on the gameplay, there's like red triangles that ping when they shoot. So, and a lot of people is like, that's still not enough information to know where the enemy is at. Now, I can tell you this, the difference from the compass to the map is that the map shows you a location. It gives you the routes of where the enemy is, but with the compass, it just tells you where the ping is and the number. So that's gonna tick a lot of people off because you're not gonna really know where the enemy is and to go kill him. But I found it very strategic. Even though I seen where the enemy was shooting at, the number, I can always say, okay, if he's shooting, there's somebody else around him. And with the map, and I understand both sides of this, with the map, if somebody shoots, you get the ping and the location, you just go and you go kill him. But with the compass, it's always going to be somebody else around him. It's the same thing with the map, but a lot of people was thinking it's just too crucial to remove the map. But I think it does change flow a little bit, but it doesn't promote camping. Like, it doesn't give the people the priority to camp. Like, you actually want to explore the map. So, and with the map, from previous Call of Duties, like, you just know what to do when somebody shoots and somebody pings on the map. So with the compass, I feel like I have to explore the map to really go to that enemy. You know what I'm saying? And I might encounter some of his teammates and I end up dying. So I can see the pros and cons of actually having a mini map and a compass. But I like the idea of no mini map because people have to go out and figure out, like, hey, where's the spawns? Where's the enemy? Where are they spawning? If you think about the positives of this, is that when the spawns flip, you know where to go when you have a map. So say if your team's on one side and the enemy's on the other side, and then you start rushing with your team, and then your whole team is on the enemy side. So you know to flip, but with the mini map gone, you will have to read the map. So you're not, I understand where people's coming from with this, but you're really gonna have to know the map with the compass. So I think that's a huge positive because that opens up exploration to where if I'm playing the game, I know the enemy's over there, but I'm gonna have to really know and have a decision to turn around and go different routes to get to that enemy. So I really have to figure out the maps and not just be spoiled with the mini map. You know what I'm saying? And you get a personal UAV like 2 kills. And I seen some people say like, oh, you shoot at your teammates because you don't have no map and this and that, but the teammates got a little triangle on them. Like, you can see them through walls. So if Infinity Ward can buff that up to where you can see your teammates a little bit better, then that might eliminate that problem. But I'm telling you guys, when you play the game, I'm hoping Infinity Ward doesn't change it, because I think the compass is definitely going to open up a range of different decisions within the people playing the map. But then again, you're going to have those people that just sit in the back, you know, in camp. That's just general Call of Duty. That's just what they're going to do. But I do feel like not having no mini map is cool. That's just me. I'm kind of like not siding with the, yes, we got to have a mini map. You know, changes is always good, but trust me, I see both sides, and I feel like we should, as a community, give this a try. And after the beta, if it doesn't go too well, then hopefully Infinity Ward will change it. But I think everybody should give it a try first before actually saying we need a mini map. Now, moving on from the mini map issue, I would say, gameplay wise, a lot of people were saying that it looked clunky and it just didn't move like Call of Duty. It looked like Battlefield, it looked like Siege. When I played the game, the movement didn't feel clunky at all. You move fairly fast. It looks like you're moving clunky. Like you seem like you have a little bit more aggressive to your run, your sprint, right? And then you got the ultimate sprint. So a lot of people has been saying that played it that the game actually is really fast. It's not slow, and it's not, sometimes it's fast. Depends who you play. If you're playing against people that don't like to camp and just running around to figure out the map, get kill streaks and stuff like that, because that's basically what happened when we played. Everybody was just running around. So it was very fast. In some games, it will be very slow. So I think having that too, like that order right there, like the fast and not fast, you know, instead of just having one play style, I think that's pretty good too. Like that's very positive. But gameplay wise, it felt very smooth. It didn't feel too clunky, and it felt very responsive when I was shooting, you know. And I don't know if that was the monitor I was playing on or the controller I had, but it felt very responsive on the build that we played. Another positive is the maps. The maps might seem a little crazy, but you know, exploring these multiplayer maps that we got to play, I can say that exploring them, I was getting lost. And I don't know if that's the mini-map issue or whatever. Some people's gonna say, well, you don't have no mini-map, of course you're gonna get lost. But when I was exploring these maps, because I do that every time I play a new Call of Duty, I always go around, explore the maps, and see the new things. But with these maps, you have different ways, alleyways. It's not just basic 3 lanes. So you could open doors, go in houses, sniper towers, you know, and I found myself getting lost sometimes. Like I would just lose track and be like, oh wait, I'm over here, I gotta go back. So I think that's a huge positive for me, is that when I'm exploring the map, sometimes I get lost and don't know where I'm at. And some people may say, oh, you don't have a mini map, so, but I don't think that's the case. I think I was just lost in the exploration. But if I like that, because I'm not gonna be taking the same routes all the time. And that's a lot of replay value. So I think that's a huge positive as well. In this build that we played with a lot of variety of different weapons. You know, assaults, SMGs, snipers, LMGs, shotguns. Shotguns have a lot of range. A lot of range. And I think that might need to be tuned down a little bit. But in real life, shotguns have a lot of range as well. Now, playing with some of these assault rifles and SMGs, I can already tell which ones are going to be superior to the community. The AUG is so good. It's basically a assault rifle, but an SMG with I don't think it was a lot of aim assist, but it was a very snappy weapon where I could just aim and boom, I'm on target. The M13 is basically the ACR of Modern Warfare, if you would call it. The M4 is a perfect all-around weapon. I think sometimes it does get a little crazy with the recoil. If that could be turned down a little bit, that would be great. The MP7, I really didn't use the MP7 as much, but when I did, it felt very like chaotic. Like when I was shooting it, like the recoil was crazy, but it was a fun gun to use. I think the recoil might need to be turned down on that too. The FAMAS, I really didn't use the FAMAS. I should have, but I didn't because I was so stuck on the AUG and the M13. But the guns that I used felt very good. They felt different every time I would get into a gunfight. Like it was a different recoil pattern. It felt good. What else can I say? Customization with the weapons. There's going to be like 60 attachments for like the assault rifles, right? And like 30 attachments for like the secondary. So I think that's crazy too, because if you're gonna have a gun bench, well, a gunsmith, you're gonna have to have a lot of attachments and a lot of different things. So that's gonna open up a different type of play style in the multiplayer. So that's definitely awesome as well. And what else? Killstreaks. Killstreaks is back. They're definitely overpowered as hell. I couldn't get, I think I earned like 1 precision airstrike, I think. Somebody else was like getting Harriers, Juggernaut suits, so I couldn't get no gameplay of that, but I did get the AC-130. The chopper gunner is, the chopper gunner is definitely probably going to be the best streak in the game, probably. But Killstreaks was good. Perks were really good. You know, they got some OG perks, Scavenger, you know, Hardline, you know, Overkill, just some OG perks. Field upgrades and operators. I think the operators is definitely some good customization to you know, like character selection. So I think that's pretty cool too. I really like the demon dogs. Those guys look pretty crazy. Field upgrades, you know, like stopping power and, you know, having the recon drone. I think that's going to be fun too to use, because I know the stopping power is going to be pretty much everybody's probably going to have it on, and it's just going to give your gun some more damage. So I think everybody's going to be using that. Weapon perks, I really like sleight of hand. I really didn't go through them all, but I really love sleight of hand because sleight of hand is always clutch. I use it on my AK, and it just opens up like the customization. And this is not even the full game, it's just customization is going to be so wide and so open that everybody's going to have different choices and everybody's going to want to use different things. So I think that's pretty cool as well. That's just some things that I've caught. You know, I feel like a lot of people is going to like this game. This game is going to have a lot of longevity. I'm not going to hype it because everybody's going to be like, oh, you hyped the game and this and that. But me personally, I feel like this game is going to have longevity. It's probably going to be considered top 3 if they do it right. And it just has a lot of replay value. Customization. If you guys have a great DLC model for the community, it's going to make the game even 20-50 times better. And just having the 20v20 and the 10v10, the different game modes, the competitive 2v2s, the gunfight, and all these other game modes that we have in the community, and if they was on Modern Warfare, it's going to be great. Camos, kill streaks, perks, the gun bench, gunsmith, you know, map exploration, not limited, just full throttle. This game could be the greatest. You know, you just have to, every point you have to hit right on the head, right on the head. That's how it's gonna have to be. But that's just my first impressions of the game. I'm gonna need to play the game probably about way more, and that's gonna happen when the beta is released. But that's just some of my first impressions. I know this is a 15-minute video, but that's just how I feel about the game. And I really like this game, Infinity Ward. I think you guys done an extraordinary job on this game, and it's only going to get better from here. But other than that, this is your boy Gunner 2 times bringing you another video. Please like and subscribe, but comment your ideas below. And I'm out, man. Peace.